Huge controversy hangs over proposals for two rubbish burning plants in Limerick. Major meetings and protests have taken place against plans to incinerate tyres and industrial waste at Irish Cement's plant on the Dock Road, and similar proposals for a gasification plant in West Limerick. Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, Labour and Sinn Féin councillors have been forced into an embarrassing U-turn, having previously supported the West Limerick proposals. We spoke to Tim Harrigan from Limerick Against Pollution about why this proposal has proven so controversial.
The air quality will be affected, that whatever's coming out of this plant is going to be landing on top of us. We're going to be breathing it in, our children are going to be breathing in, and it can affect the food chain as well, because dioxins, for example, will be absorbed into the soil and come up in the grass, and basically any dairy or cows as well will be affected. Because what we have here is not a purpose-built incinerator, it's a cement factory from the 1980s or 1930s with an old kiln with a history of blowouts, and there's no proposal to put in extra filters. We're just told to take their word for it, it'll work, even though their recent safety track record shows, that they're not meeting up to their standards.
Eyebrows have been raised by the appointment of Laura Burke as the head of the EPA, with a background in the incineration industry itself, and a quote that she made saying that she would not be racing to prosecute big polluters. We spoke to Claire Keating of Limerick Against Pollution about these concerns.
Well, we don't have any faith in the EPA, to be honest, given the recent blowouts, even back to 2015, that there weren't any penalties imposed on Irish Cement for the blowout that occurred in that time, and also the most recent ones in April of this year. They basically Irish Cement denied point blank that it was coming from their plant, and it was up to us as residents to take samples and get them sent off for analysis to prove that in fact that the residue was coming from their plant.
Solidarity has given our full support to this campaign and has argued that it is another example of the greed of big business being put before the needs of ordinary people. We have also argued that we cannot rely on politicians or the state to put a stop to these proposals, and that a campaign of people power must be built. Finally, Solidarity is arguing that all the campaigns against environmental destruction around the country need to come together into a national movement for a change of policy to put people and the planet before profit.